tap on the wood again. Do you know about the little girl that's on this property? Do you know about the man in the lighthouse? I got a cool breeze on my head. Looks like something down here below. Right down here, where I felt the cold. There you are, right there. I love when I get confirmation. Thank you. Do you know who the teenage girl is that was on the front porch?
Possible for you to move that jacket over there?
That's on this property. Right down.
Right down there.
Where I felt the cold. There you are, right there. I love when I get confirmation. Thank you. Do you know who the teenage girl is that was on the front porch? You tell us I just want to know who she is. Wants to find out more about her.
None of them will harm you. We mean you no harm or disrespect. We're just learning and curious. Can you tell me your name? Have you been here a long time? Thank you. I'm hoping that's a yes. We would love for you to take souls back home with you. If you're unable to go this time, the angels can guide you on how to make sure you're able to go the next time.
Right, you heard me back there. Removing the Christmas balls or ornaments? As long as you're talking to these cameras, everybody has got one.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you for that. Get them on here, real cool. Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult to do things like that. Take a lot of effort to set off these devices. We'll be back. We have to come back to collect that camera, but we really want you to talk into the camera, do things in front of the camera. We all want to help you. You want to peek behind the look. Oh, thank you. You know that? Are you back here? Wow, you did that for a very long time. Thank you.
Goes quarter right here and it does everything else.
Maybe from the windows, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, you got that jacked up?
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. That's from you, isn't it?
I'm gonna point it out.
We try to be very sensitive to what you're doing around us. Oh yeah, it's got a like breeze. Probably what you felt earlier. Thank you. If you said anything to us, you hear the creaking of the wood. I had to look down to see if you were moving or shifting your weight. You weren't. Change scenery. Oh, Jet, that was right in my face.
Ooh, 1.2.
Excellent. Hopefully you're talking.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be back. You have to come back to collect the camera. But we really want you to talk into the camera. Do things in front of the camera. You know that? Are you back here? Wow, you did that for a very long time. Thank you.
Goes quarter right here and it does everything else.
Ooh. You got that jacked up?
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. That's from you.
I'm gonna point it out.
We try to be very sensitive to what you're doing around us. It's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
said anything to us. I'd have to look down to see if you were moving or shifting the way you wanted. I think you hear you moving around, but you're not sure exactly where you're at. Alright, we're going to come back. Hopefully you're going to do all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to come back and I'll be blessed every room our camera's in before we leave. Like you just gotta see the blue light.
Oh, yes.
In the middle.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, do you hear the wind? Were any of you with us earlier today when we went into town? We did the Fountain of Youth, which was really cool. What was that? Hear like a beeping or something? Huh? Did you hear like a beeping or something? No. Which was really cool. Which was really cool. Which was really cool. Did you hear it? Okay. Huh? Did you hear it? No. It was just like a quick beep. Unless it was somebody trying to speak through the trees. We've learned that some of you are able to speak through other sounds, like trickling water and wind, or other people's voices. Sometimes it's hard for us to hear, but these devices will pick it up. And we're able to hear it later.
Are you glad we came back here? We did a lot of talking last year when we were here.
Walk on the trail with me for a little bit. I'm going to go maybe a couple of 100 feet.
Yeah, I'll go out there with you.
Come back just because I want to hit every area that we've got something.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Thank you for that.
Wow, you maxed it out to red. I don't know if you want to walk on the trail with me for a little bit. I'm going to go maybe a couple of 100 feet.
Yeah, I'll go out there with you.
And then come back just because I want to hit every area that we've got something.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank you. What a beautiful night. The breeze now. Back just because. Breeze is definitely kicking up now. Like now we feel like the storm is going to be rolling in.
Yeah.
Was there a man who worked on this property or who lived here that maybe had some mental disabilities? Last. Did you hear the female voice? He said, we're going to go in the trail, and a ghost said, we're going to follow him. And then it sounded like almost like a mentally impaired person. Yeah, we're going to follow him. Right afterwards. You know, he might have been like a helping hand or something.
Yeah.
Take this trail. There's obviously nothing here to be concerned about. We were in the woods.
Yeah.
You just heard it?
Yeah,
We were up there,
It,
and it was-
pretty much told us, get out of the woods.
Yeah.
It was something fighting maybe 20, 30 feet
Yeah.
in the thickets in front of us.
That's what I heard. It sounded like two, like, bobcats or something. Like, it sounded like
Yeah,
two
something.
cats.
We
You know what
heard-
I mean?
We got about, I don't know, maybe 100 feet
Yeah.
down the trail, and we started hearing shit walking in the woods, right, like real close to us. And then we heard the growling, the chipping, the whatever the hell that, bobcats fighting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's funny because so we were standing right over there by the side. They just walked upstairs, and I was getting ready to come up, but I was fixing the camera, and I heard it loud though. I walked in this way and stood here, and I didn't hear it anymore. And then you guys started walking up.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, see, it seemed like when we tried to go in, it got more aggressive, and then when we walked back out, that's when it stopped.
It stopped. Yeah, it did not want us in there.
Yeah.
So did you hear it the whole time as you were walking in?
Yeah,
I mean,
we
pretty
got to
much.
about 100 feet, and then the next 20 feet took us about 15, 20 minutes just to go, because there was so much racket. We don't want to get bit by anything.
The bench out front by myself, I was sitting on the end. I literally felt like, you know when you're sitting on a bench and someone sits next to you and you feel the bench like
Yeah.
raise when they're like heavier than I
Yep.
literally felt it like do that, like
Mhm.
under my butt and my legs. Yep.
Could have been a kid. A lot of people are heavier than you.
I know. Well, and it wasn't like a heavy like
Right.
you know what I mean, but it was a where you could tell like the bench moved, but it didn't move like go up or push sideways.
Yeah,
It was
just
more
like
like a
somebody
somebody
sat down.
sat down or something.
Yeah.
There was something fighting maybe 20, 30 feet
Yeah.
in the thickets in front of us.
That's what I heard. It sounded like two like bobcats or something. Like it sounded like
Yeah,
two
something.
cats.
We
You know what I
heard-
mean?
We got about, I don't know, maybe 100 feet
Yeah.
down the trail, and we started hearing shit walking in the woods, right, like real close to us. And then we heard the growling, the chipping, the whatever the hell that, bobcats fighting.
Mhm.
Fighting.
That's what it sounded
And more like a cat, but not like a small cat, like a big type of cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it wasn't so aggressive, we probably would have kept going, but it
Yeah, it was getting.
clearly was
Yeah.
quite moved.
Well, then that must have
Clearly.
been what I just heard when you guys started walking back, because it sounded like I said it was loud. It was clear. I heard it once, and I started walking. I looked at them and I said, "Did you hear that?" And Mom goes, "Yeah." I started walking this way and stood here and I didn't hear it anymore. And then you guys started walking up.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, see, it seemed like when we tried to go in, it got more aggressive, and then when we walked back out, that's when it stopped.
Yeah, it did not want us in there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
no,
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
no.
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
Your footsteps and stuff upstairs. And the big dog REM pod went off. So
Yeah.
Did it?
I thought they'd go off.
When I was sitting on the bench,
I heard something over that way in the bushes. And then actually back that, which is when I got super scared after like we first got here. I heard something like run through it wasn't like leaves or anything. I asked my mom, my heart was beating out of my chest.
we tried to walk down the trail, but There's some critters out there that are really angry.
You heard them?
People are too close to.
I heard something over that way in the bushes. And then actually back that which is when I got super scared after like we first got here. I heard something run through it wasn't like leaves or anything. I asked my mom, my heart was beating out of my chest.
I tried to walk down the trail, but there's some critters out there that are really angry.
You heard them?
People are too close to them.
That's
You had to
what-
get out of there.
That's when they started, when I heard that, they were in there, so they must have been talking to them. Because when I came over here, I was recording after that, they started walking up, and that's what Wes was saying.
They're not making any noise now. It might be because we were there. It worked. They didn't want us there.
Yeah.
Said this one was locked. No, we can't get in.
Oh. And that's staying for a while, so.
I heard a woman's voice in here last time we were here. Ooh, warm all of a sudden. Warm like this. I should be.
Yeah.
First time I've been warm outside.
Right?
No, we can't get in.
Oh. And that's staying for a while, too.
I heard a woman's
great.
voice in here last time we were here. Ooh, warm all of a sudden. Warm like this. I should be.
Yeah.
First time I've been warm outside.
Right? Was that you that set off my device? That Wes was just talking about? Were you the woman that stays in this room?
Are there any souls here today? Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for confirming. We'd like to ask the angels to bless your souls and take you to heaven this evening. We're hoping they're still here. If they've left already, they will return.
Haven't been throwing any blessings yet.
Ming. Ming. Ming.
You know what kind of animals are out there in the woods that are angry? You don't want to harm any animals. Are there any souls here today? Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for confirming.
Haven't been throwing any blessings yet. Now would be the time. I told them that we'd be doing it by the end of the
I
night.
can do them all night long.
That's awesome.
Right, Type?
That's
But
awesome.
I've been doing blessings all night long. Well, I don't know. So I said I need something to do this down there. I know.
The kitty cat was dropped from all the way up there. Or fell off the ledge.
Yeah.
And that's why the little girl's out here crying. Because her kitty cat died.
Damn.
One of the ladies working the concessions told Amy and her mom. So I don't know if we were able to help you at all tonight. But hopefully you've been talking to us. Oh, thank you.
5.0. Thank you for that.
So yeah, there's nothing here to give off light. Check it. Check it. Check it. There's going to be a storm rolling in. Are you worried that some ships might crash? Are you hiding around here? Ever been around the base of the lighthouse?
That's crazy mood up in the right now.
And the poor kitty cat fell from all the way up there, right? I don't know if we were able to help you at all tonight. I hope you've been talking to us. Thank you.
5.0. Thank you for that.
Here, does anybody have any? That was kind of cool. Look, I was like, I feel cold in my hands. Like right around here.
Yeah, that was something.
Going to be a storm rolling in. Are you worried that some ships might crash? Are you hiding around here? Poor kitty cat fell from all the way up there, right?
Oh, there's lights on in there for some reason.
There's light.
Did you hear chains? You didn't hear like chains jingling?